Well, good afternoon. This is the latest video in a number of ones that we at Aquaspumento have produced about bringing old, vintage and antique soda siphons back into operation. This video is about a Sparklets of model from France. Now I believe this is not the same as the Sparklets of UK, even though you use the same name, and this one is probably from about 1904 to about 1910, so this is a genuine antique one. Now we've managed to source a very good condition example from France, and have cleaned it up and have reconditioned the head. We've also managed, courtesy of a customer of ours, to get hold of some carbon dioxide capsules that look similar but are still made to the ones that were originally used with this soda siphon. So what we've got here is soda siphon, and it has on the side a red line and it says niveau du liquide. That means well, basically it's the same as a later max fill line. It's the surface of the liquid is what it really means in French. So what we've got here is the bottle. It's been cleaned up. Now this bottle takes about 600 mils of water, so we'll just fill this up like this, and this is just tap water. I fill it up to the line. Okay, put that to one side, and we've got an original glass straw, but we've remade a seal for it to replace the one that was heavily degraded that was original. Now this is the head. It's quite a unique design. The capsule goes in here, and there's like a clamp which goes on the top, which forces it down onto a rubber seal which is located in here. And then inside there would have been a piercing pin assembly like that, but these are usually, the pin is heavily rusted and the hole is blocked. So what we've had done is we've had a replacement brass piece made up of exactly the same size, which will fit a piercing pin that we have remanufactured for the Sparklets Type C soda siphons a little bit later, and that fits in there. And then this is located within here. And so after making up, it looks like that. And then we custom make a rubber seal which is forced into the socket in there. And the seal that it uses is slightly larger than the ones used in the types C and D soda siphons, so we have to have that made specially to fit. Now this soda siphon would have taken a carbon dioxide capsule called the B size, which contains 4 grams of carbon dioxide, and this is an original B size capsule. Now they came in boxes like that of 10, and we got this. These are pretty rare, and we managed to locate some and had them brought in, and much to our astonishment we found that some of them still had a little gas. In fact, some of them actually had their full fill of gas, and this is based on weight. So we have selected a number of boxes of these and juggled around the carbon dioxide capsules so that we have a couple of boxes of the original B size carbon dioxide capsules that actually contain virtually a full fill, like sometimes potentially up to 100%. Most it's like 85, 90%. Other ones, unpierced, unused, they have some fill left in them. But we won't be using one of those today, not piercing it, but I'll show you how it fitted in. So it used to go in here like this. I'll just take that, unscrew that a bit. Yeah. And then that would be screwed down, forcing it into the seal, piercing it, and the carbon dioxide will go down into there. But we won't be using one of those today because they're too valuable to just pierce for one of these demonstrations, and we don't even know that this is going to really work. Oh, and I'll just show you comparing. This is a modern 8-gram carbon dioxide capsule with the B size, and I think you can see there it's roughly half the size. This is a modern list brand 8-gram easily available carbon dioxide capsule, and as you can see, there's no way it's going to fit in there. Too long, but the diameter is roughly the same. So what we've got here instead is these modern carbon dioxide capsules, and these contain about 3.5 to 4 grams of carbon dioxide. They're roughly the same diameter as the original ones, so they'll fit in here, but they're a bit shorter. So as you can see here, there we are, they're quite a bit shorter. So what we've had done is we've had a little adapter piece made up that fits on the end like a cap and makes it up to the same size, roughly the same size, perhaps a little bit shorter. Certainly the neck is shorter, but the overall body size is the same, so that this will fit inside here. So what we can do is we can insert this into there. Let's make sure it's fully unscrewed. So that goes in there, like that. And then in a little moment, we're going to put this on there, and we're going to see whether we can get this soda siphon to actually fill. And this could be the first time that it's actually been filled up with carbon dioxide and water for 50 or 60 years actually used. So we'll put that on there carefully, not cross the thread, and screw it down. That's it. There we are. So that's all ready to go now. It's been filled up with water to the red line, not above it. We've put a new seal in here. This has all got new seals in. The valve in here has been reconditioned as well, so that's not original, but all of the rubber parts in there have been replaced. So what do? We gradually screw this down. I think you can just about see it there, forcing the capsule down, and then when the gas starts to go in, which should be about now, there we are, give it a good shake. And still going in. And surprise, surprise, this is the first time this has actually been tested out. We haven't got any leaks. Now you can just about see the water actually going up the straw. That's because the carbon dioxide is dissolving. Well, it's stopped now, I presume, because the last of the carbon dioxide is coming out from the capsule. It's getting quite cold. Let's give it a bit more of a shake. And that's it. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? Right, so what you can see now is it's been gassed up for a little while, and we've just got a slight leakage here. Not terribly surprising, unfortunately. It's only leaking a little bit. So let's give it a bit more of a shake. There we are. So that's it. Right. So let's see what the result of this is. We've got a cup here, and we'll see about dispensing some water. So that's working pretty well. So that's quite nicely carbonated there. Now, normally we would recommend that this was refrigerated before use, but given that we've got a slight leak here, I would suggest that it actually the water be chilled before you try the carbonation process. But it is leaking, which is unfortunate, but we'll see. So, what's that taste like? Pretty reasonable, pretty reasonable. So, well, so that is a siphon that probably hasn't been used for 120 years. It was originally made in around about 1910. Well, between 1904 and 1910, so 110 years at least since it was originally manufactured, and still pretty much working. Thanks very much. This production has been brought to you by Aqua Spumante. I hope you found it interesting.